Hey folks, Doff and Dale here, and a not so funny thing happened on my way to doing a unboxing video for the new Metallica album, 72 Seasons. I got a headache, and it was a 2-week headache, and fortunately things are better now. Then I got busy with Record Store Day videos. And then I started a new medication that has kind of taken my energy. So, but I'm feeling good today. It's a good day. And I thought, man, how can this album's already several weeks old, 3 weeks old. Do people even care if I do an unboxing? Maybe you've been on the fence. You haven't decided, whether you wanted this new Metallica album, and I'm enjoying it. I think it's a good album. I'll get more into that when we get to it, but I thought, why don't I just show you what my Metallica collection looks like right now? And so just to give you a little backstory, through the late 80s and 90s, I'm mainly Christian metal, and no real profound reasons other than money. I was just more into Christian metal, still am heavily into Christian metal, but I've been broadening my horizons, listening to some of the bands that influenced the guys that I listen to. So started listening to Metallica somewhere in the 2000s, and been building up a decent little collection of all the mainstream bands. They're up there for me. I do prefer the early Metallica albums. I think those are the best. But maybe because I didn't, I was so late to the party when it came to Metallica, maybe I was a little more open to what they were doing in the newer albums. I like some of the later albums. I like just fine. I liked Hardwired, and I really liked the new album, 72 Seasons. So, that gives you a little perspective. So this is me kind of as a collector going back and getting some stuff. And so let's go ahead and take a look. First up, I do have one Metallica book. This is Metallica, the complete illustrated history by Martin Popoff. Found this in the Nollies, and I just remember that because I bought another copy for a buddy of mine. But man, as always with Martin Popoff books, I don't know how the best way to show this, but the pictures and great insight, but the pictures are just, these books, Martin Popoff books, just always look so good. Lots of cool memorabilia and pictures, and visually very pleasing. So, yeah, love this book, Metallica, the complete illustrated history. Next up, let's take a look at DVDs and Blu-rays. So, found this in a used store, Metallica, Cunning Stunts. I'm glad they've have made DVDs a little bit more compact than that's had some pretty bulky packaging. And then I also have the documentary Some Kind of Monster. I have Through the Never. And most of these I found, well, no, I think these two I picked up new off Amazon. This is Metallica S&M and Quebec Magnetic. Next up, let's look at CD, and this is probably the most complete segment of my collection. I just started collecting them on CD first, and I've gone back and bought some vinyl, but I'm kind of cherry picking what vinyl I pick. I don't plan on getting everything on album unless I find an incredible deal. Then I'd consider picking up everything they have. But anyway, on CD, of course, I've got Kill 'Em All. I think I pulled this out of got this out of Walmart. I think they had them in the $5 bin when I bought them. Metallica Ride the Lightning, same kind of cardboard sleeve, folds out. Master of Puppets, we start getting into jewel cases. But I still think I got this at a Walmart. Along with this, Metallica and Justice for All. For me, the first Metallica album that I ever picked up was the Black Album. I know a lot of folks, this is a sore spot for them. But this is where I got to know. So the next couple CDs I picked up at Half Price Books here in Louisville. I paid $3. What a deal. I got each one for $3. So we got Metallica Load, Reload, and Garage Inc. Can't remember where I bought this, but I know I didn't buy the next two. I got used wherever I got them, and that's of course Saint Anger and Death Magnetic with Hardwired to Self-Destruct. This is kind of a, I guess it's a deluxe copy with 3 CDs. The 2 CDs that make up the album and a bonus CD. Next up is the kind of EP and live album section of the CDs, and so we start with Metallica, Binge and Purge, and I got this. I remember getting this at a flea market that was held at the Kentucky Convention Center. Of course, the first S&M and S&M 2. It's just 2 CD edition. I found the next one used. I'll pull out the booklet because it's got a sticker on it. Got this EP. This was from Music for Nations, and it's got Jump in the Fire, and of course on the flip side, Creeping Death. Of course, we got the Metallica $5.98 EP. I think I might have paid a little more because this was the reissue. I've got Metallica Through the Never soundtrack, which is probably the worst packaging I've ever seen. Just terrible. Got this little cover that when I bought it, it was wrapped. Somebody had just wrapped it in plastic the best they could, and of course once you tore the tape off, you couldn't get it back in. But I've got it. This next live disc I picked up, I think it was a Record Store Day pickup. It's I don't even know how to pronounce it. Liberty, Egality, Fraternite, Metallica, I guess. Your guess is as good as mine. It did come with a numbered card. This is number 6,141 to 20,000. The last group CD I have to show is Metallica Live at Grimey's. This was a record store day pickup. Good set. And almost forgot. I also have the Kurt Hammett solo EP. This came out on a record store day as well. So now let's take a look at the vinyl. So one of the big videos on this channel as far as views are concerned was the Metallica Wal-Mart bundle that I got and unboxed. So I'm just going to go quickly through those. Thought it was a great bundle. Of course, the opportunity to get all of the early stuff plus Hardwired. I just couldn't pass it up. So, of course, I do have Kill 'Em All. Love this album so much. Ride the Lightning. Of course, love that blue vinyl. Master of Puppets. About a year before the bundle was announced, I did pick up a copy of Injustice for All on just regular black vinyl. It is 180 gram. But then I got this, which is from the bundle, and the vinyl in it, of course, is that green. We do have the black album, which you will not be able to see. Then we got my copy of Hardwired, the Self-Destruct, which is on an orange vinyl. And those are the studio albums I have. I also have the 598 EP. This is the repress that came out a few years ago. And I have one, I suppose this is a boot. Yeah, Metallica. This is Justice for All. I don't understand why the logo was not put on this. When I looked at the ad to pick it up, it had the logo on it. There you have the center ring with the logo on it. But that's okay. I've played this before. I enjoy it. And that's my collection up to 72 seasons, which we're going to unbox right now. Since I have all Metallica stuff on CD, of course I picked up 72 seasons on CD, and that's what I've been listening to, is this CD copy. Today we're going to pop open the vinyl so that, because it's time, I need to hear this on vinyl. And before we do that, let's take a look at this CD. One thing I will say is that while I've enjoyed the album, and I really do enjoy the album, I don't care much for the packaging. So we've got it in this, it slides out of this into this. It folds out. It's got these really grim pictures on it. I guess, serious pics. That's the one that kills me. Kurt, man. Dude, is it that bad? Is it really that bad? Everybody's looking really rough. It looks like they took them right as they got up in the morning. Of course, it comes with a booklet. The booklet's good. It's readable lyrics. Just more kind of stylized artwork with the lyrics. What do you do if that breaks? Yeah. If they come out with a jewel case edition, if you haven't picked it up and they come out with a jewel case edition, that might be the way to go. Yeah, this packaging is extra, and it doesn't have to be. So here it is. Still in the shrink because I haven't been feeling well, and but we're going to change that. So here it is without the shrink, and all the Metallica stuff that was up here was just on the hype sticker. Backside, just continuation of the artwork. Looks like we got a die cut center gatefold. Of course, we can see James over here peeking through, and Lars, it looks like, peeking through. Here we got James looking all serious. Let's see. Got Kurt over here. So that vinyl is looking pretty good. It's a little darker than I thought it would be. The yellow's a little darker. Of course, it's got all that black in it, but kind of a marbleized black. But I did expect the yellow to be a little lighter, but it still works very well with the. This was the one I wanted because it goes well with the artwork on the cover. Did get a comment on my record store day video where somebody was talking about, ooh, colored vinyl. I rarely get negative feedback and didn't really pay that much attention. Yeah, ooh, it was all colored vinyl, and colored vinyl is a thing. It doesn't matter much if the music on it's not good, but I like an aesthetically pleasing album as well as the next person. Just not the be-all, end-all. I was right. It was Lars peeking through. I'm always afraid. Robert's last name's kind of a mouthful, I think. Trujillo? Is that how you say it? Robert Trujillo? I'm sure the vinyl's going to look just the same, and it does. Of course, custom center rings. I almost missed the book. It's not really a book, it's just a insert, but it's a double insert. Folds out. All your lyrics. That's a look at the new Metallica vinyl, 72 Seasons. So I really do like the album. Probably have listened to it more front to back faster than I was listening to Hardwired, even though there are some great songs on Hardwired. I really like Atlas Rise and Now That We're Dead. Two Metallica songs that if I did a best of would go right there. Yeah, and on this album, 72 Seasons was probably the first single that started to grab me and get me excited, even though it was the last one. And since then, songs like Screaming Suicide and Lux Eterna, I enjoy it a lot more now than I did when it first was released. Crown of Barbed Wire, I get that going in my head a lot. Yeah, just I do enjoy this album a lot. And there you have a look. You can kind of see what kind of Metallica collection I've got, and look at the new vinyl. If you're thinking on the fence, thinking, do I want to pick this up from Walmart? That is the Walmart exclusive, and so I hope that helps. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. We always are glad when you stop in and join me and the cats. I don't know if you could hear, Aretha was sitting over here making a little bit of noise, but man, this channel's getting close to 500 subscribers, and I just appreciate everybody for the support this channel has been getting lately. Hope you're having a great weekend. Until we do it again, peace.